Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So we need to retrieve this chiral printer interface from the Mule post box, which is in an area. We don't actually know which area or what specific part it's in, but I'm guessing. Is that like a little facility? It could be anywhere in here. It could be anywhere in here. So we need to kind of map something out. You can... This game sounds wild. Oh, yeah. I thought I thought you meant like the sound of it. I thought you were like, the sound is wild. I was like, is that bad? Yeah, the game's wild. It's weird. It's wild, wacky, and weird. But it's awesome. Okay, so I like to get, like, I want to, like, really plan out my routes. And you can see, you can angle your map and stuff. I wish I could do it more without having to use the controller for it. But whatever. I'll take it. So from here, we're going to start to map out a basic approach. What is this? Don't give up. Okay. We can see other players have placed ladders. So if you haven't heard this, you can, there is like a type of multiplayer aspect where you can use their ladders and ropes and stuff that they leave. You could drop likes on them. They can drop likes on your stuff. It's good. Fall counter was 1. I don't even think we took a real fall. Look at this. I'm getting likes. My watchtower. Remember that watchtower we built? Yeah, that's right. I do.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
BB's happy. We got a like from BB. Now, we stored a couple of things in that locker. According to what I read last night,
keep on keeping on.
Your lockers are not shared between stations. So, like, man, it's like overwhelming to look at because it's just full of all the social stuff. Like people putting down all these signs. Okay, so the distribution center, that's one location that we have. We've got the place that we just left. And then we have, is this it? Oh, that's the watchtower. Maybe it's back here. Yeah, way station west of Capital Knot City. You can see, like, we've covered a lot of ground. We're kind of trying to map or put these places on the map, but we keep getting other problems thrown our way. So, will I play Fallen Order? I would definitely consider it. The gameplay videos looked incredible, like really, really good. But I'm not like the biggest Star Wars guy. Okay, we need to be heading this way.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Are we heading in the right direction now? Ish. Kinda, sorta. I'll bring us down to here. There we go. Whoa. I think we could probably try this trek, to be honest. We now have repair spray. So when our boxes start to break down, we should be able to fix them. Yeah, the community aspect's really cool.
Lore have it, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that.
Yeah,
but be
simple
careful.
as that.
These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
So, okay, yeah. So this is where we're going to learn how to actually defend ourselves. Attack a mule repeatedly to knock them unconscious. Okay. It should be pretty hard for us to fall because... famous last words, I'm sure. Equipping strands. A strand can be used to quickly and silently render enemies unconscious. What the? Oh, I see. L2 to prepare it, And R2 to bind the enemy? Oh, sweet. Hey, Davis. Welcome, man. How are you? See, like this? I don't know if that's even something that we can climb.
This looks like the way to go.
But this dude has a rope up there, but let's see. I don't even think this is climbable. Might have to burn our ladder here. Let's do it. That's why we got it. The ladder's totally rusty. Yep. See this guy? See this rope?
Remember, Sam, before you approach the Mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Using watchtowers for reconnaissance. Okay, so we'll do that. See, this is great to get down from here, but I feel like you should be able to throw the rope back so that you could help other people get up, because now this dude's like nobody can do anything here.
Keep on keeping on.
Yum. Okay, so it wants us to use one of these PCCs to set up a watchtower. Watchtowers are very Ubisoft, yeah. Hey, Clockwork. Can you lower the rope for people to use it the other way? Yeah, that's what I was looking for, but didn't seem to give me that option. So I might have to, like...
Ain't ready.
Maybe it's only one way, I'm not sure.
Construction complete.
Okay, so with these... we can see pretty much everything. And it marks everything for us as well. Okay, so there's an actual mule there. And we need to get... yeah, we need to get way over here. So we probably want to stick to this left side, I would imagine. So much stuff on the map. Yeah, for sure. You have to... oh. Okay, I think these are bad. Damn it. So we got chased by these guys at one point.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key.
Yeah.
Keep a low profile
Thanks.
and move slowly to minimize noise.
Is this like a big opening that we can take here? This actually might go right through. So you see how there's this path here? I wonder if that's because other people have taken it. We'll grab a couple of things here. Just a spare ladder. Yes, please. Have we died yet? No, not yet. I'm sure it'll happen soon. Honestly, we're still learning stuff. We're still tutorializing. Because it's introducing us to new stuff all the time. Look at this. See, now this rope is down, so we could use it to climb. That's cool. We did die? How'd we die? Oh, Mark, this is a rain shelter? This is actually pretty legit. How do we do that again? Create a sign. Let's say... Key ban, no dumping. You sleep, you die. Timefall shelter. Oh, right. The cutscene death. Yeah, technically. That's how we found out that we're a repatriate or whatever. Look at this sign giving me, like, specific directions. Well, I don't know if it's good yet. Maybe I shouldn't even be liking it. Sam can hide in grass or other foliage provided it's tall enough. Oh boy. Infiltrating a mule camp. When infiltrating a mule camp, crouching will help reduce the sound of your footsteps. Holding your breath will make you even harder to detect. Oh. Guys, I think we actually have the perfect emote for this. Okay? Here's one of the things we need to practice today. Proper emote usage. Step 1. Find the emote that most resembles this action. Step 2. Select such emote. Troublesome kittens, got it. It's literally perfect for this. Okay, oh, that's a dude sitting right there. That's more than just medals. Oh my god. Here's the printer interface. Oh god, it's tempting me. So basically, look at all this other stuff we could be getting. But then we run the risk of then we got more weight to manage. Ugh! Okay, let's take should we take a large thing of metals? Let's auto-optimize this. We're gonna go now. Carrying too much cargo will make it harder to maintain your balance. Guys, that is what I'm talking about. Woohoo! I was feeling the pressure there. What is this? Shane, what is this? I wonder if I can set up like you know what? I'm gonna come up with something to help here. We need to have risks. What's a VOG? Mules, I mean, obviously. Can there be something more specific? Recommendations. Okay, we're gonna say like this. Go this way. And then I'm gonna set a sign here saying go right. This is probably not worth the chance of getting caught. Then hopefully that's like, oh, you know? Hopefully that'll point out that guy. What is the stuff on the ground that's this guy's marking, I wonder? Oh, it's just a path used by that player? Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be a great place for our Timefall shelter sign. Hey, elusive one. I really like it. Honestly, I'm having a great time. I like the story expositions that are super long, movie-like. But then I like this part because I can just chill. And unless we're getting chased, see, like this thing, I'm pretty sure that's the thing that like pings our cargo. But I don't know what triggers it. Half expecting to be troll signs. Oh yeah, there will be. See now, okay. I'm gonna use the rope. Oh, hold on. See, I could do this. I am gonna leave it down here, but I could probably have brought it to the edge and then released the rope, and it would have dropped. So we could have been nice people. Well, that rope's not always going to be there. Hey, Alpha.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all.
Whoa,
Back
whoa.
in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones.
We learned about that in one of
All we
those
had to do was sit back and let them work.
emails or whatever.
It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs
Whoa!
no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
So that's talking about how the mules just have this desire to have like a fulfilling purpose, and they find some of that in delivering these packages. They have a need, a craving, an addiction to delivering packages. So that's the justification for why that they attack us. Pretty much. The weapons have to be non-lethal, right? We don't want to cause void outs everywhere. Yeah, so that's a good point, and that is a thing that we will learn about. We don't have any weapons right now. Actually, that's not even totally true, because we have this thing, a capsule of condensed body fluids, exo grenade number 0. And I think the guy said next time we see a BT that we should use it.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, elusive. It's definitely not for everybody. Totally, it's totally not. And I think that that's probably a good thing, because the people that like it, I think, will really like it. No, I don't think that one was made from our excrement. I think that one was from our shower juices. And from what I understand, there's different weapons based on the bodily fluid, I think. Okay, so here's the chiral printer interface. Neko's got it. Okay, so this is the next time where you look at the list and you're like, what would fit? You use those boxes.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
You know what the best part about that trip was? No time fall. No time fall. Bridges HQ has provided design data for
How
the
your
following.
shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself.
New boots.
I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
That's a good life lesson. Always carry an extra pair of boots. New interview data. Necrosis, an ancient Egyptian view of life and death. Casual reading. 2 years ago, distribution center west of capital, not city. Could be interesting. And the chiral network 1. Bridges HQ have added new structure. Bridge. Can make a legitimate bridge. Chiral crystals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the distribution center west of capital, not city, is increased. Okay. I don't know if that's based on just the story stuff, like a story mission, or if that's based on the connection level or what. Skilled handler. Hell yeah. You've reached miscellaneous grade 10. You'll now receive more likes. Oh, God. Feels like Twitter. It's good.
See you around.
The game needs you to manage your boots wear and tear.
Sam.
Kind of.
I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously.
What's this guy's name again?
Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some
twin.
have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Of all of the people,
New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
of all of the people, he's the one I have the least written down about. He's the one I have the least info on. Hartman. All right. He does kind of look like me, doesn't he? Hey, what's up, Marshall? I think he might be the one with the dooms, the one that we were talking to on the intercom. I think so. I think so. So, who's the guy with the mask then? That is... No, Die Hardman is the guy with the black mask. Deadman is the bigger dude in the red. And Hartman, this guy. So, anyway. We're going to recycle these things that we picked up. I think that's good. And then we're going to fabricate some stuff.
Thank you for your continued support.
So Hartman is the guy that's interrupting our shower then? Or at least has been. Okay, we have a couple of things in here. I think we're still good with like 2 ladders and a climbing anchor. I don't think we need to take more than that. If we need it, we have it here stored. So that's fine. Claim materials from facility. Huh. How many do you require? Number owned. I just want to see what this is doing. Oh, so we can... Okay. Okay. So we can transport materials between the facilities if we want. I don't want. So I'm just going to recycle these. But that's interesting. Because they're specific to the location. We can move them, but we got to move them. Like, actually move them. It's just kind of crazy. Hartman is a scientist interested in dooms and the people who revive. So he's interested in you. Dead man's into the BBs. Yes. That's perfect clarification, Mr. Nibbles. Thank you.
Thank you for your continued support.
You're welcome. Anytime I do anything at this machine, I feel immense satisfaction. Okay. Let's fabricate equipment.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC.
That's cool.
The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know.
True.
Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort.
Okay,
Give it a try.
so we could build a bridge foundation. Once the foundation's in place, add materials to level up the structure and complete the construction. When constructing a bridge, use L2 to prepare the bridge and R to move the camera up and down in order to select its length. Materials required for completion, 800 metals. So then I wonder if we have to carry the individual supplies out there on our back, probably, to like invest in it. Okay, let's get some bridge boots. We already own 2 pairs, but let's get a fresh one. Why not? Actually, no, I don't want that there. Let's get rid of our current boots. Look at how damaged they are. Let's ditch those things. Now these are our junky ones, but we also have a boot clip version. I wonder if I can recycle these. Would it be spoilers to talk about the community aspect? I don't think so. You mean like how the interaction and stuff works with other players? I think that's fine. Dicey says, I'm so confident I'll understand this at some point. You and me both, brother. Don't worry, you're not alone. You're not alone. The other players can help you build the bridge. Yeah. We know that everybody can expand upon things. So specifically bigger structures. Other people can contribute materials and it becomes like a community aspect. I also learned, so anything with the gold line through it in these orders, these are like main story missions or orders, you could say. And then these would be side missions. So a lot of these are like tutorializing us, like build the bridge, learn how to do that. So.
Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river, just outside that distro center. It's too deep to ford, and we'd like a long-term solution. The foundation's already been laid, and everything required to finish the job should be in storage. All you need to do is carry the remaining materials to the construction area and use them to complete the bridge. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own.
Which there likely won't be.
I know you've got a lot on your plate right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too.
Okay, so we'll take that. Let's listen to this briefing.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the Cairo network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power. We'll have to make a few hops before we can link up the closest city too. Once this wind farm is part of the Cairo network...
Oh, it stops him. I was kind of hoping he would just keep telling us. Okay, well, that's fine. So we have 2 of these right now. do I need to specify in here, like, that I'm going to be building a bridge or no? Power supply unit. Let's carry that on our back. And then it's giving us the metals required. Okay, so in order to build this stuff, we have to carry the specific requirements as well. Trippy. I like it. Am I playing on PC? No, this is on PS4. And it's like gorgeous. Like, it's unbelievable how good it looks.
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay. So, first things first. We're going to do the bridge. Now, I don't know if there's a way to, like, kind of hide them temporarily. Or if it's just a matter of tackling whatever you want, but it wouldn't be such a bad thing if we could do that. All right. How's the frame rate? Pretty solid. I haven't seen it drop below 30 for sure.
Have a pleasant journey.
Performance-wise, I've been super happy. I'm on the Pro, though, so I don't know if that makes a big difference. I'm sure it does.
Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
How loud does it make the PS4 sound? It's making the fan spin. Yeah. It is making the fan
Sam,
spin.
looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Okay, so this guy's already started one. I don't even get to start the process myself, but you know what? It's fine. Cool. So I was filling up the stuff on the right side. I was probably blocking it, but... Being a tutorial bridge, still pretty sick. Hey, Charlie Pryor, what's up, man? Thank you for the 2 years. Oh, look, a button. Have you played this, or are you planning on playing this? I don't see this as a type that you would normally play, but... Okay.
Bravo, Sam.
This is actually
That
sick
bridge should
that we
make
can do
life
this.
easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Use the options menu, select structure menu to see a list of functions available at the various structure levels. I think we would have to be on this. Or near this section, maybe? Yeah. How many functions can a bridge have? Okay. Bridge completed, provides power. Customization slot added. And then timefall resistance boosted. Okay, so it'll last longer. You can see the durability already taking a hit. And materials required to upgrade 1,600 metals, 96 chiral crystals. All right. We'll get into it. Now we need to head way up here to this wind farm. What's this? There's a post box there that somebody's put down, but it looks relatively safe to get through here. Then, going through these trees, I have no idea what to expect, So eventually it'd be a game filled with user-created stuff. Not totally. And the reason is because timefall. So I think that's kind of how they justify structures not being there forever, or not that not everybody can see. turns out that these are pea mushrooms. Oh, you don't even have a console, Charlie? That would make sense. So the idea is that timefall kind of erodes everything, and that's, I guess, the justification for why things will disappear. So cryobites grow on these pea mushrooms. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, because I know you're wondering. Well, every once in a while, we gotta take care of business. And when multiple people urinate in the same location, these mushrooms grow. And I guess maybe those crypto biotes hang out at these things. I don't even know if that's just a chance for this one, but anyways, we took care of business. Sometimes you gotta do it. I have to dad snow. Mail received from Benjamin Hancock, quality first. Okay, we also picked up some other stuff that we need to check, but... Distribution Center West, quality first. Okay, Benjamin. How's BB doing, Sam? I hope you've managed to avoid autoexemia altogether. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Pretty good. Getting better and better, I imagine. Or maybe you don't really care about that stuff. Well, in case you do, thought I might give you a quick primer since I know it can be confusing. Regis has developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance, and it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge link, and miscellaneous. Obviously, the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5 categories. If you ask me, though, you should prioritize cargo condition. I mean, what's the point of lugging something halfway across the continent if it's smashed to bits in the process? Sure, some people aren't all that bothered. Some will even let you get away with up to 50% damage or so. But come on. Imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, chat. Imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs and half of them were delivered broken. No, it's definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care and respect, and you'll be rewarded with way more likes. Trust me. That was my motto back when I was a porter. Wasn't always easy, as you can imagine. Sometimes things got dicey. But I learned to hang in there and deliver my cargo in one piece. You do well to bear that in mind, Sam. After all, you've got the potential to be a way better porter than I ever was. All right, cool. Thanks. Certain things are more resistant. Things like grass. So they made there was something that we read talking about how when timefall came into contact with an organism, then it was no longer like, oh frick, speaking of. God damn it. We got timefall. Maybe we can find a shelter. Let's keep an eye out for a shelter here and see if we can get out of this. I got some lost cargo here. I'm not carrying much, so I'm going to grab this. Is all rain timefall? Yes. Yes, it is. They talked about when it makes contact with like an organism. I could maybe review the document that we found earlier, but that stopped the timefall from like, it kind of neutralized it. I'm not seeing any good like caves, so we're just gonna book it. See, there's stuff like this. Doesn't really help. What is this?
There we go.
Sandalweed. Okay.
There we go.
What's this? Oh, lost cargo. Performance-enhancing beverages. Doesn't even say monster on it. Do we even want those? Jeez. Sandalweed leaves can serve as temporary footwear in an emergency. Once you've acquired some, use up and R to select sandalweed. This will attach them to your feet. Oh, we have a whole separate... Oh my... This is where all our gear is. We've only just learned this. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
Keeping up.
We need to erect a timefall shelter. Oh, look at this. That guy's got a shitload of likes. Repairing cargo containers. Contents and other items in containers cannot be repaired. Yeah, that's fine. Listen to this. That's hilarious. So this guy built this thing in such a good spot. So many people are using it. It's got 2,900 likes on this bad boy. And it's playing like custom music and everything. That is freaking awesome. I'm going to deliver this lost cargo. I'm just going to entrust it all the time. Unless we're going to like, you know, somewhere super close by or on our way back to somewhere maybe. But this can go. What? Look at that. That's like that's plain. I don't know why I find that so funny. I find that so funny. That is amazing. God, the copyright strikes. So it's gonna. These VODs are gonna be the hardest VODs to upload I've ever uploaded in my entire life.
There we go.
Uh-oh, memory chip. And what this WTF gaming gear? Seriously, it's hilarious, man. Oh, oh, we got scammed. I'm glad I didn't even drop any likes on it, because this is like the one that the game sets up for us. That's funny. That is funny. Hey, how close are we? Oh my god, this is like deep in there. Okay, well, lost cargo special machine. Distribution center west. Okay, maybe on the way back, we'll grab these things, right? Like, I don't want to be carrying that right now. We'll grab that stuff on the way back. And if we're going to the actual destination, then great. We'll get way more likes. How come they don't build underground tunnels? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Using container repair spray during a timefall shower will reduce its effectiveness. Of course it will. Seek shelter from the timefall before using the repair spray. Okay, what about in these trees? Oh god. Okay, I'm like cruising here. I'm losing control. Almost a major wipeout. Okay, so that's going to Capital, not City, right? That's way back here. Yeah, okay. Almost fall counter is happening a lot. Oh, look at this, guys. We definitely could benefit from... I don't even know if we have the distance here. Only one way to find out. I think people will be thrilled to find this rope. Hell yeah. Strong wind will make movement trickier and will also deplete stamina more quickly. A headwind will slow movement while a tailwind will speed you along slightly. These effects can be reduced by arranging your cargo so it offers less wind resistance. I can't... What the frick is happening? Is that the adrenaline thing that we heard about earlier? Uh-oh. Not cool. Not cool. Where are they? Can I repair my stuff like now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do I don't even know how to use this. Use container repair spray, point backwards. Oh, wow. How do I even know if that's doing a good job? I don't know. Please, God, no. Oh, there they are. BB. It's okay. Oh my god. Jeez, man. I think I might have my volume up a little bit louder now. Just a tad. Might as well. Okay, I see him. Volume's good on this end. Yeah. No, I mean my personal volume is like, it's up there. It's okay, BB. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god! What the frick? Yeah, I think we're chill. Yeah, I want to check this cargo real quick just to get an idea of what exactly is happening. So the power supply unit is fine. The container damage is a problem. And because it's a higher priority item, what I should have done is brought some non-priority items just to put on top. Because the items that are packed more inside the middle or at the bottom are going to take less damage.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
I find those like I can really get the spook factor going with those BTs. See, now on our way back, we should pick up anything that we can, because that'll make sense. Okay, here it is. Power supply unit. Enjoy. Totally not damaged.
Delivering cargo.
Oh, spray before delivery? I don't know if the container damage matters.
With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use.
Boxes.
Mind if I have a look? Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly?
See? He's pretty happy. We'll see what we get as a quality rating. See? Damage percentage was 0. So the outer box doesn't matter. The condition matters. The condition of the specific item matters. But if the outer box gets worn down to 0, then it starts impacting the item. And then we really get pissed off. Customers do not want. See? Awesome. And the spray only fixes the container. The actual item does not get fixed.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Put them on the map, baby. Thank you guys for participating with the emote. It's fun. That's fun. If you get really creative, you could start making shapes. So those keys, in case you're wondering, basically have all the necessary components to put these guys on the network.
Bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
So I guess that might be another explanation as to why structures won't last forever. It's based on bandwidth or something. What happens if they see you? What are those shadow beings? They see us, I think, but some of them are trying to catch us. You don't want to know. Humanity's biggest problem, chiral contamination, the discovery of beaches, and concept of death. Okay, so we can now build generators. So all of these places that we're bringing online are unlocking new tech for us. New feature has been added to your cufflinks, supply requests, and bridge links. New options have been added to delivery terminals. Take on orders, standard orders, make delivery, deliver requested supplies, entrust cargo, and garage. The garage feature can be used at not cities and distribution centers. Forgot the urine bomb. I was too focused on saving my life in the moment, okay? I wasn't thinking about my urine bomb. This area is now connected.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Will do.
Sam, got a moment?
This is
I
Deadman.
ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive, as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing,
Weird.
it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network.
This is Die
All
Hard,
that's
man.
left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot.
Okay.
By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Hey, Flex. So is this game actually fun to play, or is it just weird and mysterious? I think it's fun to play. A path you laid down was used by somebody else. Or trailblazers. I think it's fun. Like, but I mean, it's going to be very... Everyone's going to feel differently. For sure. Let's share this memory clip, our memory chip data that we picked up. And this is gonna... I don't know if these are kind of treated as just collectibles or what. The last thing we learned about was like some Japanese toy that seemed like a real thing.
What a wonderful gift. Thank you, Sam.
The following data can now be viewed via your cufflinks. God of War original video game soundtrack.
Thank you for your contribution.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. What? Data. Memory chips. So here's our first one, frame arms. Okay. Where we learned about this plastic robot toy. And now we got God of War original soundtrack. It was a 2005 action game that made use of the imagery and themes of ancient Greece. Many titles were subsequently released in the series, with the most recent 2018's God of War proving to be a true return to form, featuring an all-new story and settings which range from Greece to Scandinavia. Listening to this soundtrack is sure to provide a wind beneath the wings of your imagination, carrying you away to the world of the gods for another epic adventure. Slap like now. Epic. I wish we could, like, listen to it. That would be kind of cool. Okay, now, these things are going to start to stack up, okay? So, I would like to tackle them, I think as soon as we get them, we got to do it. So right now, we'll do a couple, and then we'll do a couple more in, like, a couple of trips, and then we'll be caught up, and we'll just keep hitting the ones that jump at us. So humanity's biggest problem, logistics. It's from 5 years ago by Die Hardman. War and famine have been inescapable parts of human life since the rise of our species. And while the fall of America hasn't changed this fundamental truth, it's fair to say that these issues aren't pressing concerns. Can you remember the last time you heard of a prepper dying of starvation, much less someone in a not city? No one's fighting over water or oil or anything else, which isn't to say that people don't occasionally run out of supplies. But that's almost never because of a real shortage. It's usually a problem with logistics. In fact, if it was to address such problems that the president created... it was to address such problems that the president created bridges and developed the chiral network. So yeah, no one's that desperate. Everybody's got enough for themselves, which is what's led to the real problem. It's all too easy for people to become isolated from one another and eventually forget that others even exist. People are free to live for themselves for the moment without a care for the future. The president understood this better than anyone, and I know how much it has pained her. So that kind of answers the question that people were asking earlier about, like, why aren't these people just, like, living together, right? Why aren't they interacting? And the idea is that getting stuff around is a nightmare. So everyone's hoarded everything. They have everything they could possibly need. There's no reason for them to go out and do anything and connect, which is like the big theme of the game, right? These interviews are actually super helpful. The stuff in yellow is like the main point of the interview. And we've learned, I saw people asking about the bridge babies. They are still learning about the bridge babies. They still have a lot of questions. They're not fully sure of how it works, but yeah. Okay, let's go read this one. Necrosis, an ancient Egyptian view of life and death, 3 years ago by Hartman. The Egyptians believed that we humans were composed of two elements, the Ha and the Ka, the body and the soul, obviously. Various texts expound upon their nature in detail, but perhaps it is simplest to conceive of them as follows. The soul, which joins with the child in the womb and gives life to the body, is also that which departs the body upon death. Ergo, the body is simply a vessel. Should the soul return to it, it will live again. This is precisely what is observed in near-death experiences, a soul separated, albeit briefly, from its body. I wonder if that could be like almost like the beach things-ish. The Egyptians believed death not to be an instantaneous change of state, but a process by which the soul moves from one realm to another. But this process itself has changed thanks to the Death Stranding. In the normal order of things, when death occurs, the soul vacates the body and passes it into the seam. From there, it transitions to the beach, and only then on the world of the dead. Seam, beach, dead. But after the stranding, a soul that has already made its journey to the beach may attempt to return to its body in this world. It was hard to believe at first, but the process of necrosis provided proof of this phenomenon that was difficult to deny. This is why it is imperative that we burn the bodies of the dead, which we learned earlier. The body must be destroyed to sever the link with the soul. Only then will the soul be free to journey the world beyond. Whoa. Trip A. Hey, Vinny, what's up, man? Howdy. Hi. Hello. How long ago was I a bridge baby myself? 34 years. 34 years ago, I was a bridge baby. Glass of Prosecco and odd stream. Floss, wasn't that you yesterday that you were having like white wine or something? I think it was. Cooler Warrior, thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate that. And Total Gaming, thanks for the new Prime sub. Thank you so much. Chiral symmetry is a real thing in organic chemistry? Okay, well, let's find out. This is from Hartman. The word chiral comes from the Greek chair, meaning hand. Compare your left with your right hand. They seem similar in both size and shape, yes. Now face your palms away from you and place one hand over the other. Their shapes do not overlap exactly. Correct. But place your palms together and voila, a match. It is as if one hand is the mirror image of the other. But again, if you were to actually compare the mirror image of your hand to itself, we would see that the two are not identical. This is the essence of chirality, the state in which the mirror image of a shape does not match the original. Okay. It has been theorized that BTs are mirror images of ourselves. Were we to exist in the same point in time and space, our shapes, as it were, would not overlap neatly onto one another, save in reflection. And when our particles meet their opposites, a void out occurs. The new form of communication we have devised utilizes beaches, which are akin to mirrors reflecting this world and the other, hence the term chiral network. Whoa. Okay, we're going to save the rest of these, and then we'll jump into these in a couple from now. In a couple of deliveries. Nick Easton. So we see all these like NPC guys. George Baton, Benjamin Hancock, Nick Easton. Still alive, new guy? How you doing out there? For a newbie, you're quite the workhorse, huh? Timefall's probably taking its toll on your equipment, am I right? Maybe some of your kit's not even usable anymore. Well, don't jump the gun and throw that stuff away just yet. One thing you can do is take your old equipment to a delivery terminal and recycle it. Then you can fabricate yourself a shiny new whatever you use instead. Don't know if you're aware, but the whole recycling system is operated by the Bridget Strand Foundation. That's right, the president herself, also our mother, is set it up as a means to convert busted tools and gear back into reusable resources. On the other hand, if your equipment's only halfway to broke, but you still want to part ways, you could use a share locker to donate it to another porter whose need is greater than yours. You may well end up getting a like or two for your generosity, never mind the warm fuzzy feeling of helping your fellow man. Of course, the system works both ways, meaning you can snag stuff other porters have put in share lockers too, if you're the one who could do with a helping hand. Anyways, both the recycling system and the share lockers have their uses, and it's up to you to pick which method best suits your needs at any given moment. Still got a lot to learn, I guess, but you'll have it all figured out in no time. I got high hopes for you. Okay, that's cool. I like that aspect of it. I think it's really neat. Okay, now.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
So these are basically side missions then, right? So here's us, the Residence Delivery Distribution Center west of Fort Knox, or west of Capital Knot. I think I'll call this thing Fort Knox like 55 times. So we're heading back that direction. So anything that would make sense to take along the way would probably be nice. Deliver all 6 containers of resin. Is 32 kilograms. That's fine. What happens if you keep grinding out non-essential
that
orders?
wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option.
Okay.
Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
A wind generator capable of charging vehicles and equipment within its immediate vicinity. Okay. Well. Let's make one. Let's auto-arrange this. And... has anybody figured out how to, like, manually rearrange these things instead of dropping it and picking it back up? Like, if I wanted to, say, move this box to the top, all I can do is move to other locations or offload it. And then if I pick it up off the ground, he seems to put it on top. Echo says you can't. That's kind of what I figured. That's kind of what I figured. But it does make for protecting, like, your important things a little bit tougher. Because you would have to take the time then to set things down and pick them back up. Whatever. X Significant, thank you for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate it very much.
Order assigned.
Would this series be uploaded to YouTube? I think so. I'm gonna at least see what the response is like.
Sam, double check the order summary.
Okay. Completing delivery of materials to a given facility will increase the amount available at that facility for the construction of weapons and equipment and other functions. There's a limit to the amount of materials that a given facility can store. Use L1, R1 in the orders menu to switch between tabs and check items to be delivered. Okay. Oh, here's where we can get over to this side of the screen now. And it shows all of the risks and recommended things to bring, depending on which section you're heading to. That's pretty cool, actually. Like, that's really handy. So the way I read this is between the wind farm and the distribution center west of Capital Knox City. It has BTs, steep slopes, cliffs, rivers, suggesting bring ladder, ropes, bridge. And then between the distribution center west of Capital Knot City and Capital Knot City, it's got mules, BTs, rivers, bring ladder, watchtower, bridge. Cool. Anytime that it's muted on Twitch's end is because it's got content. It's got matched copyrighted music. So. Okay, so this is saying to go way over there. Here, this is something we can definitely do. Power supply inspection tools. So that's right back to where we're going. And then I don't know where we're going to end up going after that. I think we might be going down here, actually. There was another area that they wanted us to bring online. Okay, so we've got one of these, repair spray. I'll maybe make an extra one of these. Beautiful.